Hello, I am here. It is Valentine's Day. And so here I am. Figured I'd stream for you. So, what am I streaming today? Bit of backstory here. In 2019, I was a wee baby streamer. And Valentine's Day was my first holiday after I started streaming. I had two choices for games. Dream Daddy, Dating Simulator, which was awesome. And then this one. The marketing for this game. I remember it fondly. So now I finally get to play it. Ooh. Hot. And that was just the intro. I'm here for it. Okay, settings. We're gonna keep the master volume down. That should be loud enough. Sure. I can't believe I'm going to say the name of the game. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger-licking good dating simulator. I know I'm 6 years late. I get it. But I'm here. So let's continue. What is mine? I don't even know if my name should be actually on here. Chef J. Sure. When was the last time I had KFC? Oh my goodness. Sleep softly in the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Modest? The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Why would you have a chicken on your wall? Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Done. Roll credits. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. It's a lot of words to say. School for cooking. Or cooking school. You just need 2 words. There you go. Cooking school. Your mind begins to wander. No, I don't want it to wander. I have culinary school. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I don't know, am I gonna be a hardcore chef? Or should I be in it for the love? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go to culinary school to get my MRS degree. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet, so many teachers to apparently fall in love with. Which is a whole bag of worms. Can of worms? Bag of cats. Bag of worms, sure. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. When was the last time I had a KFC biscuit? 'Cause, like, I've been vegetarian for quite a few years now. But we live in Seattle, and Seattle's got a lot of good, you know, restaurants for chicken and fried chicken and, ooh, Korean fried chicken. If you want to say love clearly, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm clearly in it for the love. So yeah, KFC, probably longer than 11 years. You have their recipe? Excellent. Wait, Korean fried chicken or KFC? I need to know. Okay. Stop daydreaming. I'm in it for the love. Just what you need to wake up those taste buds. That looks tasty. Yikes, you're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. So, this is why you keep deodorant in your bag. Oh, the KFC biscuit recipe? Nice. Nice, nice. Excellent. Excellent. See what I did there? Original one. Measurements in egg sized and stuff like that. Excellent. The egg wars. I don't even... Nah, we're not here for that. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School and Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Aw, she's adorable. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Aww, I love adorably awkward people. I think. Good morning, Jay. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? I don't know if I'm ready to make that kind of commitment. Okay. Actually, I'm not. Because I sure am excited. A little nervous. Okay. Okay, a lot nervous. Okay. She is coming on a little strong. Okay. Awkward blinks and everything. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Oh my god, those tears! Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents. Oh. Oh, I see. She's always held herself to a very high standard. This is the type of person that needs to be in therapy and is probably a type A personality. Because if you're holding yourself to a high standard because of your parents, hun, we need to talk. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. You're type A and should be in therapy? Are you, though? I mean, best keep my mouth shut. But with University of Cooking School... Okay, I'm just gonna agree with Jesse. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. There, I found her voice. Excellent. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. I don't think I ever practiced my first kiss. That is all. Should you pep talk her or change the subject and give her relief? Pep talk your best friend or change the subject to school gossip? Can I do neither? Can we just go to class? Can I ask her for deodorant? Like, I need more options here. So I'm just gonna pep talk my best friend. Oh boy. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? Oh my god, I've already forgotten her voice. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares, I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Pretty sure she tells that to all the young ladies. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I have no memory of this happening. Okay, a fancy-looking tower, and the other card featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit. Tower card and death? I've been waiting for so long to meet a husband fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. Aw, that's all I want for her. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Hot. Can you believe I cut them myself? Good for you. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Oh, goody. I'm being bullied already. Also, custom engraved measuring spoons. Isn't it supposed to be custom engraved, like, knife set? Hello, Trillium. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day! So we're playing a dating simulator. Pretty sure my Valentine is with me at this time, and the other one is, I think, walking a dog. I'm unsure. You want custom engraved measuring spoons? What would you have engraved on them other than the measurement? And then why would you get that custom engraved? I'm confused. Or are you meaning like put your initials or your name or whatever on them? Okay. Yes, that's right. I'm being bullied. Hey! It's at. Well then. Weird measurements. Nice. It's Ashley. I think that's Ashley. Yeah. Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Goody. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, Chicken Shins. Aw, she's just so fun. You leave Jay's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Excuse me? Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make her feel better than everyone. Well, I removed letters. Does that count? If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Jay needs to work out those shins. Yeah, gotta work on those. Yup. Trillium, how was your Valentine's Day? Why are you here? Not that I'm not happy you're here. Okay, sorry. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Does she have chicken legs on her chicken thighs? Making dinner while Caleb streams. Oh, so you're all feeling better? Because that's great. Yay! Okay, across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van Van, the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van Van? You Rang Rang? I'm here for the simple jokes. Oh, sweet baby Jeebus. These are some characters. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Captain Tight Pants. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. True that. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Oh, I was hoping he was dumb. The lady who ran the chocolate shop sent a rose and 2 truffles. Made Caleb panic. He immediately went to Amazon and brought me chocolates. I love it. Excellent. That's what you should start doing. Send yourself gifts. Make him panic. Nice. And he'll never know. So I don't think he watches my streams. So there. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these 2 off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Right? I mean, it worked once. Excellent. Psh, see you later, losers. You awkwardly adorable Miriam you. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh boy. Pop? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. Aww, someone's got a crush. I love you. I think you mean thank you. No. Pretty sure he meant I love you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tags One moment. It is so dry in my house. And I've been sick the last few days. It was like a really nasty cold. So, it's a good thing I'm recovered. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. I have one in the bedroom. An inexpensive humidifier. Yeah, I have one in the bedroom. We bought a gallon of distilled water and I don't know where it went. I might have to find that. Or order some more. Whatever. But yes, I should be using that humidifier a lot more. Hi, Pop. I'm Jay. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? Well, I found Miriam's match. She can have the dumb man-child. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Excellent. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy, chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Scruffy looking Corky? Kind of Corky mix? Sprinkles. Their name is Sprinkles. Oh my goodness, that's an amazing name. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. The Corgi is the head instructor and CEO. Well, I mean, if anyone becomes president, anyone can be a CEO. Corgi! I love corgis. There was this TikTok personality of this guy who imitated dogs at the shelters to, get them adopted, right? And I remember the corgi one, and every corgi is owned by the Queen of England. No question. So, technically, the Queen owns this fluffed up school. Yeah, Sprinkles! Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. I love this so much. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up on all the nuances of fine dining. I guess. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you. A swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Excellent. This game is way different than I thought it would be. Oh, no. We're still in the intro. I'm taking forever because I know where this is gonna go. And it's gonna get weird. Cherry blossoms fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. Okay, Pop. And then he walks in. No, it gets weirder. He walks in. Him. That guy. You're immediately swept up in the aura of his new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Harland. Please, call me Colonel. Then why are you even making us call you Harland? Why is the game calling you Harland? Why can't you just be Colonel? Colonel Sanders. Excellent. At least we can assume he knows how to choke a chicken. Uh-huh. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Ashley, And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Oh, Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. I get it. Maybe we should open that window back up. Faucet Pits melts into the puddle and evaporates entirely. That one's kind of funny. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Whoa, Miriam. Whoa. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? I mean, yeah, it's true. Besides, when Jay sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. The only thing shining on me is my awesome earrings. Yeah, that's right. Awesome earrings. The only thing shimmering on me. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Oh my god! What am I gonna do? Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Colonel Sanders, I'm not doing a southern accent. Yeah, my guillotine earrings. They're excellent and shimmer. Excellent. But yeah, I'm not doing a southern accent. No. I really don't think I can. I am Midwest through and through. Yes, do it. Oh no, don't bring the kids into it. That's cheating. Cheating. Boy, howdy, the classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. I ain't doing it. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? Oh. He'll never forget it. First impressions in that. How will you respond? Take the handkerchief? Refuse the... Why would you refuse the handkerchief? Food done. Go eat. Bye-byes. Bye, Trillium. I would take the handkerchief. Thank you very much. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. God damn it, I didn't think about that. Silk? To wipe sweat? Ew. You're right? Like, really? Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Sprinkles. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. Aww. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. I'm here for the spork references. Love sporks. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Food Wars. Yeah, I still need to watch that. Student. That's oddly drawn. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Oh my goodness, where did that come from? That was like some kind of... I don't know, I think there was an exorcism just now. Sprinkles. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Aww. Everyone stares at him blankly. Oh my gosh. Amy, you're right. He does look like a praying mantis. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Okie dokie artichoke. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. This is a really strange world, y'all. I'm not doing robot noises either. Like, if you wanted voice acting, that's not me at all. Bzzzt, brr. There you go. The class bursts into laughter. Aww. Wait, can I find love in this appliance? Is that allowed? Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Oops. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I mean, I don't need to take a multivitamin. I take plenty of vitamins. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Amy said they want you to do a robot with a southern accent. Isn't that Bender sometimes? Isn't Bender's voice sometimes get a little howdy do? If that's the case. Okay, a robot with a southern accent. Okay, something really southern that might, like, drop me into a southern accent. Cause, like, when I need to, like, drop into my Midwest accent, I just go Canadian, eh? Oh, but I get you a bag for that. Bag. Bag? Bag. Bag. You're welcome, y'all. It's the only time I'm going to do that. Okay. 205 bits. Love you. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? A beef treat? A rubber ball? Or a chicken snack? don't know. Which one should I do? Beef treat, rubber ball, chicken snack. Beef treat, rubber ball, chicken snack. I don't know. What should I do? Well, thank you for all your bits. Chicken? Chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Yeah, this whole game is about chicken. Like, that's a really smart idea to go with chicken. His favorite! Thanks, my dude. Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for New Star Student. Yeah, and it's my little dude. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Yum. Yum yum. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Excellent. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Are we ready? I'm 45 minutes into this game and we're gonna get cooking. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seat, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Oh no. This is a fork in a road, ain't it? That's a triggering statement. Fork in the road. I'll show you a fork in the road. Oh. I can sit next to my best friend Miriam, or I can sit next to him. I'm trying to come up with some kind of name for him other than Colonel Sanders. Like, huh. Come on, give me a nickname. My brain just went with McChicken. Big Daddy, yes. Okay, so my brain went McChicken, and if you don't understand that, Grey's Anatomy, I know this is so long ago, right? In the beginning, with McDreamy and McSteamy, and everything was a McMansion, and everything just Mick everything. His nickname should be Corn? Where do you get the R from? Anyways, everything was a McSteamy, a McDreamy. They both want me to nickname him Corn? But what about McChicken? It's funny on multiple layers. I know both kids are weird. Look who their father is. And me. Look who their ZZ is. Okay, so I can sit next to Miriam. Corn? Okay. I can sit next to Miriam or Corn. Excellent. Who should I sit next to? Miriam or Corn? Kind of want to sit next to Corn. That way I can like cheat off him, and he might give me all the really good tips. I'm not singing a song about Corn. That is a negatory. Sit next to Corn? I'll sit next to Corn. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Excellent. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. I have to like imitate him or something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Okay. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Excellent! I love pop quizzes! Oh god. Yay, a quiz about me, says Pop. Because it's time for a pop quiz. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Good. Good. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Meh. Depends. Doesn't matter at all, or extremely. Looking at you, Pop. Extremely looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to a slam dunk, night vision goggles, or a feather. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather? That's right! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? I know this one! A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? I know what the answer is. It's a spork. That's right! Excellent. I love me sporks. That's what I need to get. I have a pair of chopsticks in my bag. I have a reusable straw in my bag, but I don't have a spork. I need to get a spork. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat? A pancake that looks like a silly face. I mean, I would really like some pancakes if I had a broken heart, but I don't really like pancakes, so I think I'd rather go for the French toast, because French toast is superior to the pancakes and waffles debate. Fight me. Is Sprinkles a good boy? No. Yes. Or he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Kids say pancakes? Yeah. I agree. For that answer. Not for life. Sorry. I just can't. My total score is 5 out of 5. I got a perfect score. That's right. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? Yes, I got help from the audience. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Excellent. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Yes! Hot diggity, Jay. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. That's right. I am here for this degree. The MRS one, not culinary school. I don't care about culinary school. I am here for this man and this man alone. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Excellent! Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. I'm pretty serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Oh my god, she's still my best friend. Even though I sat next to corn. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Corn, you're kind of rude. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. Oh my god, I am hungry. And that's probably because I have the munchies. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. You're right, Miriam. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head, its contents glimmering in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs. Count them. 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. More foods need to come in bucket size. I mean, yeah. You get fried chicken. You get, I guess those are more trash can lids. Oh, crawfish. Those come in buckets, don't they? Like, fries. I would love some fries in a bucket. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, Southern seafood. Okay, I was right. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and statement in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Well, I would know about burns. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Corn. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself. Ooh, what a conniving bully! Yay! At the moment, they're getting everything they want. Yay! Van, oh please. I accidentally skipped one. I don't know what it was. It was... yeah. Oh, his portion. I guess Van's not getting his portion. I'm getting it. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. Okay. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and you sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Corn's food transports you to another dimension. No, I think that's the drugs. 11 herbs and spices. I bet I know what one of them is. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. I'm sorry, Corn's culinary heart. It's a lot easier to say Corn's. Culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Well, never swim towards the light. That's not a good thing. Don't do that. And if I marry Corn, then I get the recipe right away. So I don't really need to meditate. So I'm gonna savor the moment. LSD. No, I don't think one of the drugs is LSD. Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't had KFC in a while. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Corn. You approach Corn. Corn smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my future. Oh my goodness, hold on. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Is that what they say about secrets? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Corn looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blink. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Corn has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Corn outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you've got big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. No. Be modest but thoughtful. Oh, I'm gonna be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Excellent. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment. I'm sure you'll be a big success. Take me with you. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally we get to show our stuff! Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Aww. Is it this? Is this how you do it? Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Do you think that pedestal is, like, dolly carted around? Or do you think he has a controller, like, forward, backwards, and it's, like, motorized? Or does he have a pedestal in every room? I have questions. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Corn. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Want to be my Valentine? Sure, Jay, I'll prepare our station. Yes! Score. I'm in. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Pop. Hello, new partner. Clink. Beep boop. Bzzz. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Well, okay then. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop or Clank? Okay, well, Clank is adorable, but didn't she say Pop was kind of adorable? But wait, Pop doesn't wash his hands, I think. So I think Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. Not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clink is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. I'll show you rolling back and forth. Rolling, rolling, warp, 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 warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clink might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ah ha 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 ha. Clink judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Look like you two will be fine. I'm smart. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. Pick a basic dish. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to you? Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Corn. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. That doesn't sound very good. Using octopus will blow Corn's mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah. That's personal. Oh, he's gonna love that. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. I am totally in. Trillium? Emmy's being too loud for the stream. Oh, poor Emmy. I'm sorry. Thankfully, I am able to close dog off from my office. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Corn casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. It's Emmy, she's good at it. Oh my gosh. You should record her and then do like some kind of remix and hopefully Emmy can earn an Emmy. No, that's a Grammy. Emmy is TV. Even better. Videotape Emmy. Make a TV show. Emmy needs an Emmy. Just like Momo needs to meet a Momo. That's what you're here for, are these bright ideas. I'm a genius. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Well, if he's gonna offer, I'm not gonna complain. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Ashley's not good enough to say Corn's name. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. Okay, Ashley. Did someone call for me? She's trying to eat her way out of the baby gate. A metal baby gate? Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Also, that's a lot of energy. Ugh, no, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Jay's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? I don't know, there's a lot of crap in his head. Corn returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley Van. Are you working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no, it looked like Jay was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. Van, I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it. What are you, a superstar chef with a star in your hair? Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might have made a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. I'm being called a thing. Thank you. I exist. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel. If you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunks of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back. I don't know if I want to bring Miriam into this. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Corn to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Corn, and Corn chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Jay as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. What a fucking... fudgin'. What a fudgin' gentleman. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Jay's natural talent, or their loyalty. Being defended by Corn leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you already crushed the boiling potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Corn extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mushed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Ever notice how the Colonel's bow tie looks like a stick figure body? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can't unsee the stick figure body with his head as the big head. Colonel Sanders, Corn, holds out a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with corn. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Jay. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Corn, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you're both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Yummy. Can I have potatoes faces? I have a craving for those smileys. You know, McCain's smiley mashed potatoes. I think we might have a bag. Un momento, por favor. I must find out. Okay. Pretty sure we have some. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality. Braised tentacled octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, planted on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. All hail DoorDash. We actually have some McCann's in the basement that I'm totally going to devour after this. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look away on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Sprinkles. No! Don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. It may have turned into process. The results could be toxic. Oh no! Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed it! You killed Kenny! Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. Man's got a steel trap. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Excellent. Excellent. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Okay, Sprinkles. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Corn approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Corn out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Corn stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Corn is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Corn? Yes, Jay. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. It's Van. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream and that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. You just killed a guy. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night. Never stopping. Never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them the wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Pretty sure Van is not the name of this game. Yeah, here we are. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. That's right. I saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster's here to fight a hero? What just happened? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me! Because I'm a monster! See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Wait, is he made up of mashed potatoes and gravy and sporks? Okay, seriously, should I attack or should I defend? He needs a hug. He does need a hug. But I love sporks. I don't have any weapons. How am I going to attack him? Then again, I don't have any defense, so how am I going to defend? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Eat him? Yeah, like... What? I decide to go on the attack. Which attack? will you use? Cook with love. It does 1 damage! It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I see how it's gonna go. I decide to defend. Which defense will I use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure. You do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Dang it. I went off. You should defend first, attack second. Should I defend third then? Buff up! There you go. You draw energy into your arms. Thinking back on all the stirring you did in the kitchen as a child, your muscles go super swole, and you're ready to take on anything. Spork Monster's no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster use Utilitensile! You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I decide to go on the attack. Chow down! It does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to clean that up after. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack! Rounded Edge. Villain, your reign of terror stops here! Corn summons the energy of 1,000 chickens! Pot pie power pinch! Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. It was super effective. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. Or forget mercy, finish him. Ooh, finish him or spare him. Finish him! Attack! This hurts. This one really hurts. I won't survive it. Student debt loan destruction! It does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Corn looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Jay. The defeated monster left behind a special item. An engraved spork? It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Korn flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. The Chicknomicon! Yes! That's the name of the cookbook book thing. Oh, and I was right. It is this. For a little heart. See? You can see it over here. Oh, yes, got that one. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Korn. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Premonitions of what? Flying through space on chicken legs? Like, what the F is going on here? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever zaps your spark plugs. I don't know. Like him? Like. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Korn. Did you know that Korn was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that doesn't make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And also, the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Korn. You and Korn, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School and Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. We connected. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Korn might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. I am great. What are you talking about? You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. If he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. I hope they give me a chance to say no.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me at the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Did she just smuggle drugs? Ah, there we go. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Corrin's secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Fibber. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Corn. What do you think? Should you protect Corn's secret or share it with your bestie? Are you kidding me? I am here for an MRS degree. I am here for a husband. I'm not here for a culinary degree. So I'm going to make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Wow! She's not very smart. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry petals. Blossom petals fill the air. It's Corn! He's arriving at school on a horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him. Just gonna admire him. You never run up to a horse. Corn's horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. And apparently you know the way into my home. You attempt to compliment Corn, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beauty... I'm sorry. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Jay just gets really nervous around people they like. That's not helping me. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Corn disappears into school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with the restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Ting! You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book! Just like that you found after your encounter with the Spork demon. Spork monster. The Chicknomicon! That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. You're being bullied, child. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzzt. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Panache! F that. It needs ganache. It's true. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. This is close to robot as I'll get, guys. Van Van jumps to attack Clink, but Clink shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Corn! These crazed men are about to come to blows, and I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes. Oops, I went past it. Oh well. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival, but I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. I have the Chicknomicon. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What the F is going on here? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Jay? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit. A shimmering pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way. So naturally, you grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Woo! This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Woo! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is Cough, cough. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Cough, cough. Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, it'll work through. Cough. To fulfill... Cough. The prophecy! Cough, cough. You must! You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. I mean, this is awful. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time or step up and tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Great comeback. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Jay. I'll be watching your performance. I can't get over, like, what is this? Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Woof. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, I don't like this. What were you thinking, Jay? Get your head in the game. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Deep in the shoulder and a small town where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shine, you're not gonna miss it. Woof. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. No? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice corn out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Jay. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is corn on a horse. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill it? Get your mind back in the competition. Grrr. You were stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep... I'm really struggling to keep up. I got ADHD! At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough in a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Brr. You might not have hands, but Jay does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. I'm just a mess. Jay! No! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Corn shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Jay's injury. You see, Sprinkles began to lick his doggy chops as he locked onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Jay to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Corn, if you wouldn't mind lending me a strong, steady hand. Corn pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Gelée. Corn seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, isn't it, Ashley? Oh, you, haha. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Oh, and he recoils and brushes you back. Wow. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Game over. Wait. What? Can I start at day 2 again? Okay, good. Okay. Whew. Okay. Because of this, apparently there is a wrong way and a right way to do this game. So I am going to actually take a quick break because I need more water. I'm out of water. So I'm gonna go get some. And I'm gonna leave you with this amazing audio.
It's me. I'm back. Hello. I know, that was a long break, but... 2 hours of work, 10-minute break, whatever. Our rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. And this time I'm gonna win. Step up and tell them you're on. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Jay. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Bow, 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 bow. Then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Woof. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. So inspirational. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. I don't cook. That's why I got that wrong. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. How wonderful. I get to pet a corgi's belly. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Corn's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11. That's right. You may not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. It's time to elevate your craft, as Sanders Corn would say. Gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. That's right, this is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. Woof. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Yeah, don't think about the boy. Ah, that makes sense. I actually stopped and thought about it. That's right, when they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Corn out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Jay. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Corn. What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition.
Grr. What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful, complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Ah. Yikes. Zip zip. I don't know robot, so zip is the best I can do. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Whirr. You might not have hands, but Jay does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. No! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quicking, spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Corn shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh my gosh, the corgi's crying for me. I think I might have a thing for Ashley. I mean, look at them thighs. Well, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Jay's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Jay to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Corn, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Corn pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, a tender nougat, and pearls of raspberry gelée. Still, gelée? Corn seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. That's right. We don't put ourselves between them. We're just going to internalize the rage you feel. So your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off on your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. I've lost my eyebrows. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Corn. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. Dang. I don't have a very high opinion of myself. You can always pencil your brows on. They also, you can tattoo them. Get tattoos. You can get fake tattoos of them. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Honey, therapy. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule herder. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. What? I lost my business partner to a gunfight. That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it always hasn't been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Corn changes focus, you can see something ignite behind him. A burning passion. Does it burn his eyebrows? Because that would be beautiful harmony. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Woohoo! And pop! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Gorko the Spork Monster is here to fight a hero! Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so... No, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Corn smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko really easily, and so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Jay is saying, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we don't really We don't need to fight, it's just that I got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? So inspiring. Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. Borgo used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it! You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark, evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be here. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Jay. Together, I am sure we can defeat them with the Chicknomicon. Respect the Chicknomicon! Excellent. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Corn's home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Wow, wow. Oh, he was born with the goatee. That makes sense. That makes sense. Stepping into Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Corn. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, okay. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. Not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Corn's eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret? Just for you. I think this is also a really important fork in the road. Oh, that must be his partner in the urn. Chicken. Safe. Cabinet. Excellent. This is the best piece of marketing I've ever played. Reveal it. You decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Corn. Before you could talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of Corn's Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together, you chow down on that creamy sole until there's a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite. I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a sentimental kind of guy. Ooh, probably a hoarder. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look at closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, excellent. Let's start with the outside. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Dang it. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Oh my god, you are so much like... oh my god, why did that just pop into my head? I can't remember the character's name. But with Link. And Zelda. The little fairy. I can't remember the little fairy's name. Navi. It's just gonna keep popping up like Navi. Hey, have you avenged me yet? Hey. Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Poor child. You open the window crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. Chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermied. Must have been important to the corn when it was alive. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." What is the bird of Kentucky? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Scented. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... The door opened. I don't know if I should go through it. Isn't that a little too Snoopy? Adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Or that, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Corn, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them? You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. That's the business partner that was shot. Right? You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says here, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. This must be where he keeps his secret ingredient. Think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders, and then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style?
I don't know. Can it be prepared sashimi style?
The answer is no, by the way. No. That's not how that works, no. You open the door to Korn's closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. That's a little creepy. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Korn returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him that you're cold. You fess up and tell him the truth. What if the truth is that I'm cold? I think I've developed feelings for you, so I'm creepy and I go through your closet and smell you. Don't do that. Don't go through other people's stuff. What are you doing? I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Korn in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Korn? Yes, Jay. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Wow. Already with the sleepovers. Right. Dream sequence. Everyone's riding the chicken. You awake to a beautiful morning in Korn's hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Korn? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. What have I actually learned about cooking? This semester's 3 days long. What have I actually learned? You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Korn emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste his food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh, look at this. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm gonna flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Oh my god, I've already been business partner zoned. That's worse than friend zoned. Yeah, as if I believe in those things. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. That is not what I would have done. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. But now that it turns out that you're fine, I can finally get up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Oh my goodness. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date with a robot. Great. You love Asylum. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh my god, you went skydiving? Okay. Did you just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Korn's house, where I spent the night with him. Because I'm an adult, and I can make my own life decisions. You what? You went skydiving. The emotional connection was wowzers. Wowzers? Okay. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Korn obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Korn is wrong, you don't want to be right. Yeah, be obsessed with Korn. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Wait, did I just choose the boy over the lifelong friend? That's right, that's what we were doing. Excellent. There's my water. Like I said, still getting over an illness. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. 'Cause, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. I'm not going to explain what a swirly is. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in this school? Okay, Van, calm down. There is that horse that Corn rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Jay, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Never! Corn arrives just as he appears things are close to boiling over. A natural, intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Jay, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Excuse me? Okay. Aren't you concerned with my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Talent recognizes talent. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you were passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Jay. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Ooh. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Jay. Annoyed by Corn's inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. No. No bueno. No. No bueno. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. It's a Chicknomicon? Excuse me. It's the Chicknomicon. A grimoire, Chicknomicon. Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Oh my god, I thought we parted ways. Are we even friends? I thought we weren't friends anymore. You opened a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Corn, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic. Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Holy F, that's really drastic. Oh, don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Oh, so we are still friends. Excellent. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, he sees a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral, runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. Their squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? That is my new name for the next squirrel I see. Excellent. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Jay, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Oh boy. Miriam, I told you to save it for after class. Bzzzt, bzzzt. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? I do. I would very much like to go skydiving. Thank you. Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Whirr. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joanne. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we transcend. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzzzt, bzzzt. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Brrr. Then take Jeff and Joanne with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzzzt. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Have you ever just stopped and stared at a shoe? Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. What have I learned? I haven't learned a thing. Other than water needs to be at 100 degrees Celsius for it to boil. I should have known that. Pretty sure I knew that. Should make sure I remember that. But hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the world rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up with corn stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Actually, that was my plan. But you can come too. There we go. See, of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Yeah. Excellent. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Jay's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly finish a pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by corn. And cherry blossoms. There are now cherry blossoms in the pot pie. Jay, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's not too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there was no sound at all, or fess up about your practice dish. I don't want it to burn, so I'm gonna fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There's no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that you're going to push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Corn seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices. Check it, 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Corn batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Van practices pectorials as he flexes his pectorials as he chomps upon a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. I knew it. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic? Even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, I'm gonna do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders, or Corn, sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Jay. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Jay, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she even get I've nuked? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air and bubble up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Gork? Bork? Spork? I'm sorry, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork Monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. The Chicknomicon! I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Heh, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to! I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during Scare Tactics class, and when I woke up, you tossed this... Oops, sorry. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon great power from deep within yourself. Or give up and drop out of culinary school. Wow, that's a hell of a choice. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Jay, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground, energy coursing through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Jay, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Korn decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Korn, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Korn unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects, and that surpasses their individual efforts. Oh my god, I want chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Are you suggesting? If we combine our forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asked for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Oh. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say I'm not the worst prank. It's not the worst prank at UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's nothing. Somewhere he might have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. 3 days. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. I see the purpose of this school. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Oh, udon sounds so good. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny nuratamaki I spy floating in the itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made with baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. It's not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. Whoa. Actually, what's really funny is that I'm getting over this illness. I got it from my cat, I'm sure. Cat sneezing. Sneezed in my mouth. Then I developed a cold. That involves a lot of sneezing. And a runny nose. But now I'm good. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Jay, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made... Ooh, no. He's gonna kill more people. Uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell. Ugh. Don't. Ugh. Topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard slosh to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. No! Youch! My tongue. The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could have made it difficult to eat? Shock. Dejected, Van does not go gently into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom, Turkish delight, and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Oh, that looks really pretty. And is not enough. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. I knew it. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Jay? I told you it's a display piece. Sorry, my bad. Thought I turned off the mic. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school, and you just made a display piece. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Corn, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blown me away in my 49 dog years of life. I never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass, and you pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Corn have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Wait, does this mean tiny humans are excellent chefs because they're constantly mixing mac and cheese with chicken nuggets? Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but now, come on, how can there be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. There's a graduation dance? There's like 4 of us. 5 of us. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doc is in the house. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. It was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster! He's totally mellowed out! Everyone, the Spork Monster's no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Okay. Soon tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father, and we figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, nepotism. Shock. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing in the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor such and such. The music and the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank. Of course, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Dalek? Cyberman. You're a Cyberman? What? I actually feel like I knew of it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am, and this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Humans are bad. And weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Corn arrives. Howdy, classmates. He's in a t-shirt. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Corn finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Jay, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, just to name a few. I know what I want. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, or Corn, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'd be ready to take a day off, and I'd be so glad to spend it together with you, Jay. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Corn stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. Did he just steal my recipes? But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the love of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll in pastry school. Oh, my dear Jay, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. KFC presents a SciAp production. Excellent. Rock out. Excellent. And that's that. On that. I think I just had Colonel Sanders fall in love with me. No. We became partners. No. I don't know what just happened. Like, there was a Colonel Sanders, and he's like, you can have me for a day after my 100th franchise. I guess we're just really good. I got friend zoned. If I believed in that stuff. Okay. That was my amazing 3.5 hour long I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger lickin'. Oh my god, I wanted to put those words together. But a finger licking good dating simulator. There wasn't much in the way of dating, other than spending the night at some guy's house, which, don't do that on the first night. Like, don't, just, I'm not giving anyone dating advice. Just no. Just no. I've been married for too long to give people dating advice. Okay. That is all for today. I'm going to go off and spend some time with another Valentine who's been ignoring me for a computer because he's building a new computer. Good for him. I will be getting a new computer soon too. We're building our new computers. So hopefully if I have any streaming issues, those can be rectified and fixed and everything with an upgrade. So it'll be fine. Which is crazy to me because this is the computer I built specifically for streaming 6 years ago. So 7 years, whatever year I started doing this. I don't know, 2019 I think. So, and then I took a lot of time off. Whatever. Okay, I'm done. I can't stand this game anymore. This music. Have a good night. I'm probably gonna go eat some fake chicken because, you know, vegetarians. Have a good night. Nighty night. Have a good Valentine's Day. I hope you had a really good Valentine's Day, and I hope you have a really good night. Good night, Trillium. And good night, my nieflings. Love you.